Hi, it's John. So this is just a few minutes after I made the previous video that I'm making this one, continuing on the same theme. As I said in the other one, before when this first started, okay, like when I first started using this phone, for the first couple of weeks, maybe the first month, when I texted someone, the normal predictive text would happen, even when I started a new paragraph. Okay, only after like a few weeks or a month, I noticed that when I started a new paragraph, it would say, "Hey, hi, John." Okay? What I showed you on the previous video is it said, "Hi, hey, John." But I'm telling you that before, it used to say, "Hey, hi, John." Because I made videos of it then also, but the videos were not clear enough what I was trying to say. So I'm just showing you a screenshot. In this video, I'm going to make a I already made a screenshot of those videos. In my computer, I made a screenshot. And I'm going to show you on this video now. I'm going to make a video of the computer screen to show you those screenshots, right? And then you can compare that to the actual video that I made, the previous video to this one, where it actually where I showed you the phone as I was doing it, pressing the buttons. That when I started a new paragraph, it said, "Hi, hey, John." Okay. So this was in October, like that it said that, right? And just now, toward the end of October 2023, I just showed you in the previous video that whenever I started a new paragraph, it said, "Hi, hey, John." Okay, which it shouldn't. That's not predictive text. I would explain that in the previous video how predictive text works, and that was not predictive text. That was a virus, or a malicious computer program, whatever you want to call it. The point is, my phone was hacked, okay, and obviously I believe my brother did it, okay. So now I'm going to show you how it first looked when this hack first started, okay. This is a couple months ago when it first started doing that weird thing. Instead of real predictive text, when it first started doing that at the beginning of every paragraph, it was basically the same thing except the word hi and hey were reversed, okay? So I'm going to show you this right now. I got the screenshots ready right here. Just let me turn the my camcorder and then the screen on my camcorder, my flip-up screen. Okay, I got to put the brightness up so it's easier for you to see. Okay, so this is the first screenshot. Okay, so it's a little bit blurry, not blurry, but there's some like spots. This is like the reflection from the light when I made it, right? When I made the screenshot, there was a reflection from the light, but you can see, okay, basically that it was a new paragraph. Okay, so below the previous sentence was like "few days, good night," right? And then nothing typed there, right? And then a new paragraph, right? So I started a new paragraph, like I don't know why I was going to put my name. I was intending to put my name or PS or something. But as soon as I started the new paragraph there, you can see it's a new paragraph because the cursor is there, right? You can see the little cursor there. Where the fuck is it? There it is, yeah. Okay, so the little cursor is there. Okay? That's where the cursor was. So there's no letter typed there. It's a new paragraph. I just started the new paragraph. There's no letter typed there. And it only says "good night" there. So there's no reason for it to say what it says there. But you see what it says there? It says "Hey, hi, John." That's what it used to say a couple of months ago. Every time I started a new paragraph on that phone, it would say "Hey, hi, John." Okay? And then I got a few other... My battery's going to die in a few minutes, so this video is going to be under 15 minutes. I got the battery indicator on my flip-up screen. On my camcorder, which I can see, you can't see, but believe me, I can see the battery indicator. So this is going to end like in 5 minutes or less. It'll end abruptly because I got more to say. The video's going to end abruptly because when the battery dies, it ends abruptly. It doesn't give me an extra warning besides the one that I'm getting now. So it can end, at any moment, and then it'll just end, and I won't be able to say bye or anything. It'll just end. I'll probably be in mid sentence when it ends, but because I want to get as much information out there as possible. Anyway, what I'm saying now is I just showed you the first screen. I made 3 screenshots, okay? They're basically the same thing. So the next one is basically, this was when I made the screenshots one after another. So on this one here, there is no cursor because it flashes, right? The cursor flashes. So this is where the cursor was on the previous video, right? The previous screenshot, sorry, that I showed you just a moment ago. There was a cursor there. Now, as you can see, there is no cursor, right? Because the cursor was flashing in the video. So when I made the screenshots, the first screenshot, it caught it while it was flashing invisible. The next one, it was in between the flashes, so there was no cursor. But you can see it still says "Hey, hi, John," right? And there's still no letter there. right? Still the same words there. There's no letter there. It's not predictive text. There's no reason for it to say, hey, hi, John, based on the text I typed, as you can see, right? Just like there wasn't in the actual video I made previous to this video, right? When it changed to hi, hey, John. Obviously, the most likely scenario is that my brother changed it this evening when I started making that live video previous to this one where I'm just doing the screenshots, right? He probably had the microphone tapped on that phone and he heard, what I was, when I started making the video, and then he changed it right then because he probably had time, because before the video previous to this one, I actually started making another one, which basically I was swearing too much, and so I decided to do it over. And then by that time, he'd already either heard through the microphone or he had the phone tapped, through whichever software that he downloaded on it, probably when he downloaded this, a couple months ago, right? So then by the time I started making the actual video that you saw in the previous video, by that time I guess he had time to change the hey and hi and reverse it so that it said hi, hey, John in that one, right? But as you can see, originally, he used to say hey, hi, John a couple of months ago when this problem first started, because of course originally it didn't say that. Originally the predictive text worked as it should, right? Now one more screenshot left here. Again, this next one will be it'll show the same thing, but the cursor will be back. Okay, because again, the cursor came back because it flashes, right? So you can see on the next screenshot from that video, I made the screenshots, sorry, it's blurry. As this camcorder gets blurry sometime when it's too close because the autofocus, I got no way to control it. Just got to give it time to clear up. Okay, but you can see the cursor there again, right? The cursor is back there. So basically I did 3 screenshots there. The first one had the cursor, second one didn't. This one, it's a little bit dim because it sort of just started to come back in, so it wasn't fully materialized, on the screen. But you can see that the hints of the cursor are there, right? And it's still the same video that the screenshots from. You can see the same words there, and you can see at the bottom again, hey, hi, John, right? So that's what it said before. Like I said, that started a couple of months ago, right? Like for the first few weeks or the first month, it was normal. When I started a new paragraph, it would be basically nothing, or it would be the same predictive text from the previous sentence that I wrote, right? For example, if I said good night, then, it might have said, good night in long form or some other word that started with a G, but it sure as hell wouldn't have said, hey, hi, John. But then, like I said, after a couple of weeks or at the most after a month of me having that phone, that same Samsung phone I showed you in the previous one, believe me, it's not an advertisement for Samsung. I hate that goddamn phone. I'll never buy anything from Samsung again, not because of this. I mean, this hack could happen to any phone, but I hate that phone because you can't take the battery out of the phone, right? And so because you can't take it out, then basically they can spy on you. Anyone can spy on you. Anyone who, like the company, I mean, like the corporation. Right? This is why they have these batteries like this inside the phone, right? But that's not the problem, right? That's a separate issue, right? The issue here, the only reason I mentioned the phone is, you can try it with that Samsung phone from a 2023 model or a 2022 model of any Samsung phone. You can start a new paragraph on the text, and I guarantee you, it will not say, hey, hi, John, okay? It will not say that, right? It'll be normal predictive text. It will not say, hey, hi, John. So it's not a glitch in the phone. It's not that the phone was programmed like that. Obviously, what are the chances that they would program the phone like that at Samsung headquarters, wherever the hell they build these things? What are the chances that they would program it to say John, right? My name, right? To say, hey, hi, John. And then a couple of months later to say, hi, hey, John, like I showed you on the previous video. The most recent thing it said was, hi, hey, John. Whereas a couple of months ago, it was, hey, hi, John. And in the beginning, for at least the first few weeks or the first month, it didn't say, hey, hi, anything. It was just normal predictive text like it's supposed to be, like it still is for any other sentence, right? It's only when it starts a new paragraph, right, that it got, that this stupid virus or whatever it was loaded onto, it started to happen, right? But again, even in the beginning, when I started a new paragraph, that was not a problem, right?